Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. So, Germany warns Iran and it's gonna be escalating, guys. So, here you go, man.
Iran's behavior is absolutely irresponsible, and we have clearly condemned it, including yesterday in a joint statement by the foreign ministers of the European Union and the Gulf Cooperation Council states. It is completely unjustified that Iran is attacking uninvolved states that did not participate in the attacks against Iran. This applies to the Gulf Cooperation Council states, to Cyprus, and to Turkey. It is irresponsible and likely to cause an escalation that must be avoided at all costs. Regarding the overall situation, there is no cause for alarmism. NATO is always vigilant and always ready to defend, and I don't see an immediate threat to us. We are currently seeing a new dynamic and a dramatic situation in Lebanon with many internally displaced persons, and we want to help throughout the region to provide assistance on the ground. That's precisely why we are further increasing our considerable efforts. We want to alleviate the humanitarian crisis and are therefore making almost another 100 million euros available for humanitarian aid. The German government is doing everything in its power to get our citizens home as quickly as possible. I just described that, and I think that's pauses. As always, there is room for improvement. But the
I think, I know why, but I just want to say it. Then why they don't communicate first? Get all the people gone, but in steps, not like everybody, because it's obvious something is going on, man. Thousands of people is gonna fly on the same fucking day or the same week or something like that, then something is going on. But if you're gonna make like every week like 100 people and then spread it for, I don't know, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, that's 800 people. So yeah, and now they're stuck in. The first attempt to go with a military airplane to rescue civilians from your own country, it's very small. I think it's very small. I'm not sure, but how do you think about this?
Bundeswehr's German army contribution isn't necessary here, since we're seeing an increase in commercial flights now. We're seeing a great willingness also from airlines, providing us as the German government with aircraft on a charter basis. We're making use of that.
Germany and the Netherlands share a unique and long-standing relationship.
Us?
The biggest problem is not necessarily the flights home. The biggest problem is to get people with buses, with hour-long trips, safely to the places where the flights can depart.
But I'm sorry that I paused it, but it's so stupid for me. You know, like, you don't even think about this? You don't even communicate with each other? Trump doesn't say anything. He just like drop bombs and then what? Nothing. We have to rescue our people. This is gonna take like weeks, maybe like months. I don't know, but long.
Apologies for my German teacher throughout my high school.
Apologize for my German
Where we
teacher.
can and where required, we need to offer support to partner countries who are directly attacked by Iran. It is essential that Europe stands united in this, especially given our significant security and economic interests in the region. It is also in this context that the Dutch government is considering the deployment of the Royal Netherlands Navy frigate to the Mediterranean as part of the French carrier strike group Charles de Gaulle.
They're already on the move, man.
The Netherlands intends to play
They're already on the move, guys.
proactive role.
Okay, that's it.
I think they're like 10 hours from destination, I think. 12 hours. 10 or 12 hours from destination. Because they are already, they was leaving already, so. What do you mean?
כמה שפחות סגור.
For the people who don't know, that are drone attacks. And how I know? It's logic. Because if it was a missile, you have more damage, but also you have a different kind of impact. You know, the road is clear, streets are clear, only the, you know, so the only damage what you see from the outside is the blast from the drone. This is not a rocket. It can be it's this. I gonna repeat it. I don't care if you're gonna burn me, man. I don't fucking care. This is not a rocket. This is a drone, and maybe they are like mobilized inside of the city. You know, I should do that, bro. I should do that, man. When I gonna arrange a war, I'm gonna put so many people inside the country, like they are on holiday or something. I don't care. I don't care. It's something, some cover up, some teachers, some educated professors. I don't care. But then, when the war starts, those people inside the country, they're gonna sit in their homes and they're gonna play the game, you know, the drone game, what they do in Ukraine, and it's like Call of Duty. Points, extra upgrades. I don't want to think like this. Also bronze. You can see it, but it's...
גברת, בואי לשם, גברת. גברת.
I think that is, I'm not sure. I'm more sure about the statistics, how they destroyed the buildings. But the guy is digging a hole here, here somewhere, here. He's digging a hole, but the hole was there already. You know, the hole was there already. I don't know how. This I don't know how, but the hole was not there. No, it's only like half-meter deep. But he's closing the gas and the electricity from the buildings for safety. That is what I wanna say. I think. Not sure. It's like the drone hit from this point or here. I think here. Then it slaps here. Took the blast to the outside, not to the inside. I think on the inside it's not a lot of damage. On the outside it's a lot of damage. The pole is already the government did it. Otherwise they don't can take the cable. I think. Because but it makes sense because this is open. Okay.
לדעתי הוא יהיה פה למטה. לא, הוא ניתן לכולם, זה לא רק לנו. כן.
איפה הוא? האוטו... איזה שעה?
Okay.
I speak to you today from the northern border. We just finished a situational assessment with the Chief of Staff and IDF, Israeli Defense Force, commanders here at the Northern Command.
The U.S. and Israel now moving to phase 2 of Operation Epic Fury, shifting the focus to eliminating Iran's missile program.
So this comes as the Israeli military begins another broad wave of attacks as they fight a two-front war against Iran and Hezbollah.
I kind of feel they're welcoming the opportunity to fight.
That's a big bomb. This is one? Wait.
2 of Operation Epic Fury, shifting the focus to eliminating Iran's missile program.
So this comes as the Israeli military begins another broad wave of attacks as they fight a two-front war against Iran and Hezbollah.
I kind of feel...
You know, I'm a little bit a conspiracy theorist. Not terrorist. Right. But this is strange because they don't show the impact of the thing. And I think, if you want to know, I think they burn tires. I think they burn tires. Iran burned tires to give a signal for them friends, for the regime. Like, I don't know, when this is a big one, then maybe a big step.
They're welcoming the opportunity to fight Hezbollah. Chief Foreign Correspondent Trey Yingst joins us live from Tel Aviv with the latest on a new attack on Ayatollah Khomeini's underground.
Sorry, but that guy here on the left looks so fucking fake. Sorry, bro. Sorry, it's opinion. You look fake, man.
bunker in Tehran. Trey.
Yeah, Brian, good morning. We're learning that the Israelis last night launched a new wave of strikes against the Iranian capital of Tehran, using around 50 fighter jets and 100 munitions to strike a bunker that Iran's former supreme leader had planned to use. You can see in some of this video some extensive explosions taking place there in the Iranian capital.
What is this, man? What's up with the graphics, bro? This looks like a maze from...
Understand that he was above ground, actually, when he was killed over the weekend. Now, today, Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is holding different security assessments with top officials here as this war continues, approaching 1 week. The Israelis are still taking a variety of incoming fire with cluster munition and ballistic missiles soaring through the skies of this country overnight. As that meeting was taking place, there were more sirens sounding, and last night you can see some of these missiles that were flying through the air of Tel Aviv. Many of them overshot their targets and landed in the Mediterranean Sea. The Israelis going after some of these launching positions last night, striking 6 different ballistic missile.
Yeah. But you know, in these times, guys, I have to say it, man. How you can be sure that this attack was from this time of war, man? I can create a video 5 years ago and I can show you. It's the same like what I do right now. I'm gonna upload a video and I put another date with the same message. That this can be even in a different country, man. How I, you know, this is only what I see. This is not what. But I know I ask much, but in these times, I think it's. What can I say?
Launchers. And today, Israel's Chief of Staff, Eyal Zamir, is making new statements about the war.
I am
in continuous contact with my American counterparts, including the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States, General Dan Kane, and the Commander of CENTCOM, Admiral Brad Cooper. We are fighting based on shared interests and values. In this war, shoulder to shoulder, they are true friends. Through coordinated action, we are stripping the regime of its military capabilities and bringing it to strategic isolation and a point of weakness in which it has never been before.
The Israelis are looking east, but they're also looking north as the Iran-backed militant group Hezbollah launches new attacks over the border. They've been striking the southern Dahya neighborhood in Beirut quite heavily, with new strikes even in the last hour. This was the 26th round of strikes that they have launched against this Iranian proxy in Lebanon. There are many civilians that have evacuated the southern Dahya neighborhood, and one of them is speaking out about what they heard.
No, but I think this is so smart that people don't even think about this. I'm not gonna say I'm smart, but I think this was the whole plan. Not from America, but from Iran, to shoot everybody, to shoot precisely, directly for those targets. Because those targets means something. And this means there are like conflicts everywhere. It's war everywhere. So you have to help everywhere. And you have to fight everywhere. I think it's like this. But, who can tell, man?
They threatened the Daya area, so we packed our things and left. Everyone left Daya. Now we're living a tragic life here, displaced. It's a miserable